My wife and I flew from San Diego to New York to compete at USATF Indoor Nationals. Both Selena and I absolutely hate flying to New York because it's 5 hours long. And then when you get off the plane, you got to try to figure out the subway system. And then that's like another hour to get into the city. But every time we actually make it, I'm constantly reminded of why I love New York so much. The energy is so high and it just puts you in the mood to get ready to race. Say cheese. It's snowing. That's kind of cool. They say that this is the city that never sleeps, but that's not something you understand until you step foot in it. It never ceases to amaze me how much time you can spend in the city and realize how little you've actually covered it. This must have been my 10th time in New York, and yet I still feel like I've covered so little of the city, so I wanted to try my best to allow this trip to inspire me in different ways, not just being consumed by only racing and wanting to do well and making sure that we eat the right way. All of that stuff can get in the way of enjoying a trip for what it is. You see, I've been struggling as a professional athlete to become less consumed with what I'm doing and just enjoying the process more and more. Time flies by so much quicker than you think, and this is actually my 11th appearance at Indoor Nationals. If you would have told me how fast time would have flown by, I think I would have slowed down to appreciate a lot of the small moments more. So with that being said, thank you guys for joining me and watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. It's just a little trip vlog of what a day in the life of a professional athlete's like. Good morning, everybody. We just woke up. We're gonna go down to the treadmills of the hotel, get our 5K in for the day, and then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to catch a train with Miranda to get to the meet hotel, pick up our credentials, and then Selena and I are just gonna head back home and probably try to relax and then find something to eat. Or maybe we'll go do something. Because honestly, days before the day of the race can tend to be a bit busy, and I always seem to forget that. See you in a bit. Okay, so New York AC has this really sick upper section of their gym, and it's a track. So this is what's really cool. There's only 3 lanes, but the bank on this thing is freaking insane. Like, this is straight. I actually have to step up to get onto this little section, but super wild. Like, oh my god, wait, look at this view. Crazy. We did 5K down on the treadmill as the warm-up, and we're gonna do some sprints. So I don't know if this thing's actually a 200-meter track, but we're gonna do some sprints. We gotta do at least like 5 of them. So honestly, doing these strides actually got me a little bit nervous because I didn't realize how bad I felt the day before the race. I don't know if it's fatigue from traveling, nerves, anxiety, but man, was I nervous because I was like, this is not how I felt on Tuesday when I was doing my tune-up workout. As an old saying goes, you can be guaranteed that tomorrow you're not going to feel the way that you did today. So if you feel bad today, well, get that day out of the way, because hopefully then tomorrow you're going to feel great. Okay, all done. Next up was heading to the meet hotel to get our credentials. I almost completely forgot that we were even going to need these. But honestly, you can't even get into the stadium without these credentials. So I kind of slipped up trying to plan other things. I'm always under the assumption that the day before the race is going to be way more hectic than I anticipated. And I was completely right. By the time that we ended this day, I didn't realize how exhausted I was. I think we clocked close to 20,000 steps the day before the race, just trying to walk around the city, getting to the things that we needed to get to. But hey, that's how it goes. There's no excuses, and either way, you got to be ready when the gun goes off on the day of the race. So we just got our credentials at the Meet Hotel. We're at the Marriott. It's I don't know. I thought that was going to show more, but it didn't. We got our credentials. We race tomorrow at 1:30ish. So we're still kind of strategizing on how we want to get to the actual track meet. But for now, we're just going to head back and start planning for dinner and just kind of like stretch, roll, and relax. Took the subway to get back into the city. As we're sneaking our way back to the hotel, we saw something and we're gonna go take a look at it. Damn, that's a tall building. This building is a giant ass suitcase. What do you think of that building though? Let's get opinions on it. What do you think? Can you grab this Louis Vuitton building by the suitcase, take it home with you? You said you wanted to carry on. So there's Trump Tower. Maybe we'll get to see Trump. Wait, what the hell? There he is. This is the Apple Store in New York. Never been here before. We're gonna go check that out. All right. So this is the second entrance. We unfortunately can't go through the glass part, but let's see what the store is all about. Never been in it. Mirrors. It's kind of cool, actually. This is crazy, man. Walking back along Central Park. Our hotel is right there. I think I can see it. It's down there somewhere, but we're gonna go find some food right now. Whole Foods does sound good. Some soup, maybe a bag of chips. But we're really enjoying our trip so far. This is pretty cool. Isn't that the bridge where they shot Elf and Home Alone? Oh, I don't know. Basically every other awesome movie ever. So we're walking by right now. I see there's the Ritz. That's the Ritz right there. I see another statue. I'm gonna get this on video here. I feel like I just saw this one in a movie, but then again, I feel like I see all these things in movies at some point or another. It's called the Liberator. All these horsies. In case you've ever wanted to go on a carriage ride through Central Park. Central Park is on this side, and our club is right here on this side. So this is actually where we're staying. Definitely, I'm assuming one of the oldest buildings in New York City since it's right on Central Park. This is Columbus Circle. It's kind of one of the hot spots where everybody, when they come to New York, this is one of the areas they want to go to.
There was that one guy.
There's a shopping center over here where if you go in, you go down a floor. It's a bunch of food. Race day had finally arrived. It never ceases to amaze me, no matter how prepared I think I am. I can never fully hold back the high energy of race day. The nerves are there and you're just trying your best to find a calm corner and settle down. Good morning.
It's not morning anymore.
It's still 11:40. It's like midday. We are at Ocean Breeze. We just got here. The start time for the men is at 1:45. I'm a big fan of this track. I'm a big fan of this complex. Maybe it's the green. I think that's what I like. It's the green on the track instead of red, the classic red, you know? The red is like too much violence. But the green here is very inviting. You guys, I don't know what the odds are, honestly, of me being able to get video of this event. If I get video, it's going to be probably stolen information from either Runner Space or somebody else's phone. So we will see. Moments before lining up for this race, my heart rate was beating through the roof. I was being flooded with thoughts of what could go right, what could go wrong, and finally, as I got to the start line of this race, I reminded myself of what it felt like to train back at home on Cuyamaca with my coach and my family and my friends supporting me. And I took a deep breath and I just thought to myself, man, it's just another day. It's just another day where I get to test the limits of how fast I can go, of how fast I want to go, and I just get another opportunity. This is another opportunity to just be in a moment that I can be grateful for. These opportunities don't come around that often, and there are tons of other people who wish they could have this opportunity. So instead of freaking out and feeling like it was such a curse, I really just tried to soak in the moment and pretend like it was the last time I was ever going to be on the track. I feel like most races should be treated that way because you just don't know what the future holds. And we have to be grateful when these things arrive because you just don't know when you're going to get them back. But as this race developed, I found myself embodying that energy and just soaking it all up and enjoying myself and having a good time and just pushing myself to the limit. I had a personal goal to break 12 minutes and I told myself, if that time wins this race, so be it. And if it doesn't, so be it. Whoever wins this race deserves it 100%. And man, was I surprised that my effort actually got me the goal that I wanted, which was to win my first indoor national title.
By Mr. Hill's going to come to fruition here. Half lap to go, 100 meters left in this men's 3,000 meter race walk. And the runner-up from last year, Emmanuel Corvera, representing the home team, the New York Athletic Club, NYAC, is going to crown another national champion here in the 3,000 meter race walk as he comes across the line as the national champion. 11:57.89, sub 12-minute performance for Emmanuel Corvera, and Jordan Crawford, lifetime best in finishing in second.
That was good. That was good. New York Athletic Club getting an opportunity to come back to New York for the indoor championship. Now he starts to celebrate. I know the rest of his team is over there happy for him. Congratulations, Corvera, on your championship here today in Ocean Breeze.
Taking off. Headed home. Wait, I gotta go to the restroom first. Dude, you guys. What a race. What a race. We're sticking around to watch a few of the events, and then we gotta catch car at like around 6. We'll see how we're getting back to the hotel. And Jesus, copyright issues. And then we're gonna try to get back to our hotel via subway. So we stayed to watch a lot of the track meet, and I wanted to highlight a moment that I couldn't get on video. Is after winning the race, they gave me about 30 seconds to talk to the crowd and to deliver a message, and I chose to take the time to highlight athletes who don't always show up on the podium. I know that this sport can often praise and worship people who get the gold medal, but the people who get silver, bronze, or don't even make the podium, the people who just barely miss it and get 4th place, their stories still matter. And I wanted to take the time to express that This sport can be pretty brutal, unforgiving, forgetful, and just because you aren't highlighted the way you deserve to be doesn't mean you are any less valuable.
Always. You follow? You want to be in it? You never get an opportunity to be in it because you're always on the.
Times, unless you're cutting me.
You haven't been in it since
I barely raced last
Milrose,
year.
during COVID when we all had to wear masks at Milrose in the army.
Oh, I remember
You were in
that.
it. You
I
snuck
do
in the
remember
back.
that.
Okay, this is Katie. For anybody who doesn't know Katie, follow her on Instagram. It's been a minute since we've been to New York. Surprise, surprise, it's just as cold as it always has been. Although supposedly this is considered a warm day. You guys, I'm suffering. My nasal passages are like roasted. Racing indoors, no breathing inside, man. It's like, it is so dry. You're finishing that crossing that finish line and you're just like, your throat is just killing you, you know. But you guys, I did it. I freaking did it, man. I got my first indoor championship and it took 10 years to get this shit done. To say I'm grateful is an understatement for sure. I'm just, I'm glad to be here. That's all I'm gonna say. Glad to be here, glad for the opportunity, and I put in some really solid work this last month to be able to get this done, and I'm really proud of myself. Now, just time to celebrate, enjoy the rest of the day, and shout out to my sponsors, New York AC, for hosting us at the hotel. Shout out to my coach, Tim Seaman, for always being there, giving me the most amount of support an athlete can ask for. Shout out to Cuyamaca College. Shout out to my athletes. Thank you guys for all the love always. You guys are the best. Good luck for you guys. You guys are running in Mount Sac this weekend, and I can't wait to see you guys' results. Shout out to my family, my mom, my dad. Shout out to my beautiful wife. And last but not least, shout out to my dogs, Akai and Maverick. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I will see you when we get home. And that's it, man. I'm running on cloud 9 right now. Man. I love it. I'm just happy. Blessed. Thank God.
So Celine and I headed back to the hotel. Our trip was coming to an end, and I have to say that meeting the goals of just having a good time and making a trip again instead of a job just to race was a success. We stopped by Whole Foods to pick up some milk and cookies, took them back to the hotel, and just enjoyed the rest of the evening. We had to wake up super mega early so that we could catch a plane again, back to San Diego. We were excited, but definitely very, very, very tired.
Good morning. The time is 5:30 in the morning. We gotta head back to the airport to get back home to San Diego.
Oh. Yeah, grab it. Hey, good morning. Could I have a blonde, just a tall blonde roast? They got a portable Build-A-Bear workshop at the airport.
Oh my god.
But right to the left is Selena's favorite brand.
Frisbees!
We're so close to being back home, you guys.
I'm gonna do one of those like vlogs, like mile 1, mile 2, but I'm gonna be like hour 1, hour 2.
Could you imagine that indoor nationals being like kilometer 1, kilometer 3, all done.
Should I tell them?
All done. Say cheese.
Nice.
That's some San Diego air.
Everybody that was on that plane that said like, oh, I love San Diego, it has the perfect weather. I'm like, yes sir, today is it. Because maybe in a week it might not.
We finally made it back home, and we finally got to see the people who missed us the most, our pups. It was like we had been gone for years. But thank you guys for watching this far. I really appreciate the love, the support, and everything that you guys do for us. This was a particularly hard video to make just because it's fighting against my ADD, but I'm really, really grateful that you guys made it this far. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like it, please consider subscribing for more, because I do plan on making more videos like this in the future. And thank you guys for all the love and support. I'll be back on soon with videos up to date on what I'm doing and what's next on my list. Peace out until next time. Love you guys. Bye.